communicate directly and fairly quickly. So fasten your seatbelts, here we go. The review of the definitions of these types of income. So labor income is where you work today and you get paid presently. You get paid pretty quickly, basically right away is what's going to happen for your payment. Passive income, you work today and you get paid at harvest. So I do things today, writing books, working on speeches, working on my material. I invest in things and I will see future yields that come from what I do now. Gift income means someone else worked yesterday. One of my favorite types of income, and wonderful to receive, wonderful to give as well. Another review piece is the 5 bank accounts. So this is just a review and a summary to bring us up to speed about the 5 bank accounts and where to put your money. And of course, the first one to talk about is the income account. This is what I like to focus on. The question for this account is, how can I increase my income? What do I need to do so that I can make more money? And then I'll do those things so that I see an increase in my income. The other 4 accounts include Save to Give. Giving is what unlocks that lock. It's the magic key to receiving more gift income or more of other great things in life that you can later be thankful for. Charities, actually, it's been a recent study of mine. I look forward to one of my future projects is about research, and I'm going to be able to present some of the things I've been learning about giving, philanthropy, all the different charities that are out there. It's pretty exciting, and I'm glad we have that word this week. Save to Spend. This also fits under the frivolous spending, followed by Save to Keep. This is your, I love the old floppy drive that showed up as the possible image for this. Gonna put it on there and keep it. Save to Keep is also known as an untouchable account. Lastly is the investment account. The question for this account is, what am I going to invest in next? So I decided to put up here an image of my 5 bank accounts to show you that I, in fact, have these 5 accounts set up. So you see my income account, the untouchable, we call it the big bills bucket where you save it up to spend it. There's Tony's frivolous account, or frivolous spending right there, and then we have our investments that are down below. 5 bank accounts to tell your money how to flow. You see, money is a flow, you guys. It flows. It's like water. It's all around you, and it flows the way that you tell it to. And the way that it's happening in your life is because of how you have interacted with money in the past. It's a flow. It flows, it flows, it moves. This is one of the reasons why we call it currency. I myself like to say that I am a money magnet when I talk about how money is a flow. My kids know this. They just 2 days ago got a check in the mail, and I hadn't even opened it yet, and one of my kids asked, "Dad, are you a money magnet today?" And I said, "Yes, I am a money magnet." I am such a money magnet, in fact. One time I got a piece in the mail, and I said, "I feel like a money magnet today," and there was nothing in the mail with money. So I was going through the advertisements, and I found this image on one of the advertisements for a bank of $20 and $5. I'm like, okay, I am a money magnet. I ripped that off and kept that. Even though it's not real money, I was like, I do feel like a money magnet. To convince people that I am a money magnet and to show how sometimes I like to feel about this, I happen to take this next picture of me with money. I am a money magnet. Enough about me. Let's move on to the flow, a different kind of flow, which is the flow about electricity. So electricity flows. It moves through whatever it can go through. In most cases, it's something that it will want to flow through easier, such as wires. We have what are called snap circuits at my house. And my daughter put together her very first circuit where she wasn't following the outline. She was just trying to do it on her own. This is a picture of my daughter's first circuit. And what you will notice is that she installed not just 2 batteries, but 4. And then she hooked up a motor, which is the thing up on the top right that can spin around there. It kind of looks like a fan. And then she hooked up a switch. So she's got a switch there. For those who do not know anything about electrical engineering, this setup will drain the batteries and never turn on the motor. So she's over there, she's switching that switch, and she's like, why can't I get this to work? Why isn't this working? I've hooked it up to the batteries, I've hooked it up to the switch, and nothing's happening. So I come along and notice what she's doing, and I don't have a degree in electrical engineering, but I do know just enough that I was able to help her, and we rearranged things a bit, and this was Dad's circuit board. Putting those batteries inside of the circuit with the motor and with the switch. And we had this conversation where we looked at the two different setups. What's Dad's setup versus my daughter's? Why is mine working? Why isn't yours working? And also being able to point out, interestingly enough, that the flow of electricity between those batteries would happen. They would burn themselves out. This led me to think about money and how a lot of people find themselves trying to do something. They find themselves spinning their wheels and working on things, but it never becomes something that is of value at a market that gets paid for it. And that's where you got to switch the circuitry around and make sure that you're seeing a flow. You're seeing that it's flowing through the motor when you throw the switch. I have one assignment for you this evening, and that is set up 5 bank accounts. Tell your money how you want it to flow. Tell it when you want to save it. Tell it when you want to invest it. Tell it when you want it to be focused on the income. Set up these 5 bank accounts and start the flow of money. I'm going to turn our time, control the meeting back to our Toastmaster, Christy.